Oh my god. Oh,
That's what we were saying, yeah.
wow.
Well, welcome to Question Block, everybody
The
out there.
trippy version. Thanks for hanging in there.
Thanks for hanging in there. We are late today because we were caught up staring at these optical illusions.
Yeah. We couldn't tell if we were colorblind or what.
There's that Seinfeld where George is staring at the magic eye painting in the bathroom and forgets he has his shirt off, and then he walks back into the party.
Yeah.
He's like, that magic eye, that's really something.
Yep, and we have some magic eye stuff.
Richard has asked. Richard on Twitch has asked for a link to the merch shop.
Ooh.
So we're getting an early plug.
Yeah, we got merch.
Secret, secretloft.redbubble.com.
Yes, secretloft.redbubble.com is our merch shop. We have a bunch of Secret Loft merch.
And then you might have to click view all products.
Yes. We have a bunch of tessellations with our logo.
Which fortunately is a square, so it was very easy to tessellate.
Yes.
We are going to talk about MC Escher and tessellations or repeated patterns. Sort of like a mosaic.
We're also going to flavor trip, which I feel like we should we do that?
You want to do that first?
Yeah. Should we do you want to word the...
Should we take it? Should we
do it?
They can watch
well,
us
first
come
of all,
up
I
on
guess
the flavor
let's. Yeah. I was like, I guess.
How long? It kicks in right away, right?
Yes.
Because it's just you can explain flavor tripping.
Okay, so yeah, first of all, this is a Secret Loft's resident talk show, Question Block, where we cover a topic every week, and then we do a rave about that same theme on Saturday.
Oh, thank you for setting the context. I forgot to do that. I'm Alex, also known as Dr. Wires, DJ.
And I'm Arielist, also known as Arielist. And I'm an Arielist.
Okay.
Yeah, these are heavy too. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've got Google loaded up on this.
Oops.
I want people to see the Instagram. This is on Twitch. If you're on Instagram, don't worry about this.
Good.
There we go.
So yeah, today we're going to be talking about optical illusions, hallucinations, and delusions. So just stuff that your brain makes up, whether it's coming from your eyes, coming from your brain, or coming from drugs.
Yeah, even the latest scientific research has indicated that your limited senses, even your 5 senses, are just constantly lying to you. So that's really what we're looking at today. So it can be through we're going to talk about, say, Oliver Sacks and neurological disorders, and so delusions or whatever. It could be hysteria, your brain just whipping you up into a frenzy about something. Visually, optical illusions, your brain, because most optical illusions are taking advantage of the fact that your brain is very good at recognizing motion and contrast, and also very good at ignoring stuff that seems unimportant. And optical illusions basically trick your brain.
Or predicting stuff. Your brain gets lazy because it tries to predict. It tries to fill in gaps.
It takes shortcuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that, and then hallucinogenic drugs in a lot of cases, like mushrooms. We'll talk about that towards the end. Pharmacology, and then a lot of what they're finding is hallucinogenic drugs don't necessarily make you trip. They actually make your brain bad at ignoring stuff.
Yeah.
And they turn off the part of your brain that is good at ignoring things. And that's why you get sensory overload when you trip on mushrooms. So we'll talk about that too.
Which actually kind of looks like this. I feel like whoever made this, I feel like they definitely have tripped before. Because that's what I feel like.
Yeah, there's a whole genre
Isn't it
of
funny
art,
that everyone
it's psychedelic art pretty much.
The same kind of stuff when you trip?
I don't think it's that. I think what's actually odder is that schizophrenic people all quote the Bible. But as far as visual stimuli when you trip, it seems to make sense. But that's what your brain and optic nerve will do. Yeah, but it's funny because you're wow, it's so unique, and then everyone's nope, it's just a tree that's kind of doing this Yeah. Oh yeah, and so we are also going because we don't want to do actual brain drugs, so we're going to do mouth drugs. It makes for a boring podcast. A boring live stream. As we know, because Watching
This
someone
one-
else do drugs.
This one used to produce
It's
a
boring-
podcast where
boring
people did
television.
drugs, and it was I would come and like watch everyone, and I was like, oh my god, this is
Oh,
infuriating.
can you tell us about your skinny optical illusion? This is to make you appear thinner.
Oh yeah.
I'm kidding.
What? Oh yeah, totally.
Hi, Ann. Ann's on Twitch.
Hey.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. So yeah, this is because Dr. Wires has a hole where his heart should be,
Yeah.
and
It's a God-sized hole
it's
in
a
my heart.
God-sized hole, and this is because you can hold hands behind my heart. That's what this optical illusion is. Or it's like Dr. Seuss is like I think the places you'll go. I think that was this illusion.
Oh
Pretty
yeah, it
sure,
is.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you'll go in
So
my
How
heart.
does the illusion work? Am I supposed to move my head, or just it's a cool thing to look at?
You can just look at it, right?
Yeah, I
'Cause
think it just looks cool.
I'm getting close. Switch. There you go. Woo.
Yeah, so these aren't even really optical illusions. I don't
Well, they
think.
are.
They're
They
just
are.
Cool,
They are optical illusions
cool
because
grids.
they're like distance
Your
or
brain
perspective optical
thinks
illusions.
it is three-dimensional, but really, this is a two-dimensional image that's been printed
Yeah.
on a piece of paper.
And Escher, who we're going to talk about, has a really famous quotation where he was like, I don't like two-dimensional art. I always want to like yell at the figures and say like, get up and do something.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, flavor tripping.
All right, so that's
Let's
the first
talk
part of
about
the show.
So you can go on Amazon and get yourself some miracle berries.
Miracle berries.
I think these are tablets with the miracle berry in them.
It's funny they're called miracle berries, and the active
The
chemical in them
protein.
is the protein.
Miraculin.
It's called miraculin.
God, scientists are so creative.
Yeah, you
Their
think it would be a
naming.
protein that like cures everything or whatever. Like it'd be what's in Advil or something.
Yeah, but no.
No, it's a
Nope.
chemical that makes your sense of taste change.
Yes. So some guy like discovered this. He went to I guess
Some guy.
African people discovered this like a really long time ago.
This is where it grows in Africa.
Yes, and some guy went to Africa and he he witnessed people eating this before they were gonna drink this like ceremonial like bitter drink.
So if people look up miracle
Berry, yeah.
no, Miraland.
Well, that's like the name of the
That's
company.
the brand is Miraland.
So, yeah, this guy like just we're reconnecting. Oh no, on Instagram. Instagram, we're reconnecting. Let me.
Oh yeah, I'm watching our stream.
Ooh,
It's not doing too well.
let's see.
Can you mess with the Wi-Fi?
Yes, I will, which will also pause it, but.
Well, it's paused anyway. It's paused anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Boom.
All right. Damn it. Wait. Maybe. Come
Yeah.
on, New York City Wi-Fi.
Whoa.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, was my Instagram up?
Is Instagram?
Like redoing
Sorry, everyone on
itself?
Twitch. This is very boring.
Ah. All right.
I'm trying to finish my dinner before I fed the trip,
Ah.
and I
Oh.
think the Instagram stream just ended. Or froze.
Wow. Boom.
Yeah, the new iOS will just update.
Yeah.
There we go. We're back.
All right. Well,
Wait.
is Twitch good?
Yeah, they're doing great.
Okay. Good.
All right, we back.
We're back. Okay, so we were just talking about Miracle Berry.
Let's eat it.
Okay. So it only lasts for an hour, so I feel like I should finish telling you. I'll go real quick. So this guy discovered it. He brought it back to the U.S. If you eat it, there's a protein in it that coats your tongue and makes everything taste sweet. If something is sour, you won't taste like the sour, the bitter, the spicy. You'll only taste the sweet part of it. So we have a bunch of things that would normally taste like kind of sour or bitter or spicy.
Show them what we got.
Well, I'll show them that in a moment. We're going to try that after we try the Miracle Berry.
Also, can I try that beer before
Oh yeah.
we trip?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's so funny. You're doing a gingerbread stout. I'm drinking a ginger
Yeah, we both purposely got something that was maybe a little spicy, and
soda.
this is a little bitter. So Ariel got herself a ginger stout. I got a
ginger. It's a diet ginger soda.
I got a ginger soda. I got a gingerbread stout. Imperial milk stout with cinnamon, vanilla, ginger, and honey. Has a little gingerbread man on it. This is from got this at Trader Joe's. Beer Advocate gives it a 100.
Whoa. A 100.
Christmas in a bottle, they call it. So I'm excited about this.
And this is just has a cute seal on it.
So I want to try this for real, with my normal taste buds before we flavor trip, and then we'll see how it changes. Yeah, if you really like sour foods, flavor tripping would be a real bummer.
Well, yes, true. If you want to end your trip, though, you can just drink a hot beverage because heat destroys
your tongue.
Yep. It destroys the protein. So anyway,
and then you'll get into once we taste the foods, you can talk about the scandalous history of Miracle Fruit as well.
Berry, yeah.
Because there's a whole scandal with the FDA.
Yes, in the U.S. In Japan and other countries, you can go into a store and buy this. I had to get it on Amazon, and in the U.S., it's not even a food; it's like a toy.
This is not Christmas in a bottle. It's fine. It's a fine.
Stout. Okay, so
it's not even very gingery.
Taste the miracle. Maryland berry turns everything sour to a sweet sensation. It gives your taste buds a whole new pleasure. Maryland berry is all natural and made from the finest miracle berries. Okay. Place one miracle berry on your tongue and dissolve it completely. Now create and enjoy your own experience. Okay.
All right.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, it's Randy G.
What up?
How you doing?
We're about to sleep. Ooh.
He's an excellent artist. You're showing
yeah, I'm showing them off. They look like pills. So it is. You can get a berry. They had an option to get freeze dried ones, but I heard that those could get messed up in the mail or whatever.
The berries
so these
decay
are
quickly. These are tablets made of berry extract.
Yeah. So yeah, here they are. They look like some really gnarly ecstasy pills that I took a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like the bad ones.
Yeah, they have the little Superman imprint.
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
They have sugar.
They have a little M.
Okay, so you gotta let it dissolve. Don't chew it. You have to let it be on your tongue.
I listen when you're.
Alright, so not a quarter tongue. What does it taste like? Yeah, exactly.
This is what you do with acid too.
We should have a cool screen cap where we have this ready. Stick your tongue out. Alright. It tastes like chalk. It itself does not taste.
The miracle berry itself is not. There's some other chemical that is sweet, right? But miraculin, I think, is not.
Okay, so
or is it the opposite?
Oh, it just coats your other.
It's been. I don't know. We read the Wikipedia article, which granted was 2 days ago, so who knows?
We've tripped a lot since then, so.
I thought miraculin was discussed as a food additive.
Okay.
To make things taste even sweeter than they are.
That's the scandal.
Yeah.
So, I guess I'll talk about that while we're letting it kick in.
It's good. Are you feeling it?
Feeling it?
Coming up?
I'm feeling it. Oh my god.
Real jittery.
So, when it really has to
bad ecstasy. It is like bad ecstasy.
Yeah. Right. Well,
it doesn't.
The bad.
Not bad. It's just you could sell this and call it E though, and then it just doesn't do anything.
The problem is when I have done bad E, it wasn't bad because it didn't work. It was bad because it worked, but it wasn't E.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's salt.
It's not, maybe. Who knows? So.
Yeah, you're just take this E with a lot of pickles.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel real weird.
You know what? This tastes very faintly. There's a special K, red berries, the freeze-dried cereal berries. Ha! Yep. This is the worst. So, Oh yeah, so this it coats your tongue, and so like the protein binds to like your all the other receptors except for the sweet one, which is yeah. So like I don't know why it doesn't bind. I guess it has
We're gonna
like
get into it. It works a lot like mushrooms, and then it turns off certain parts of your sensory experience.
You already had this in you the whole. Okay, so mine's like almost
Yeah,
just
it's
all
still your taste
your tongue.
receptors and your tongue. You're just ignoring some of the signals.
Okay. All right, should we try our drinks again first?
Almost there. And said the only I ever took did nothing, had no taste. I think I'm a bad subject. Well,
Yeah, and it's like impermeable to drugs. I don't know.
yeah. It has a high tolerance.
So while I wait for yours to
famously,
I'll while I wait for yours
all
to
right,
like.
mine's
Okay.
good. I chewed the
So-
rest. It's like a Smartie when you're like, I've had.
Here's
enough
all
of
this stuff that we're gonna try.
So we got
We have some pickles.
pickle bites.
Pickle bites. We have some hot sauce.
Oh yeah.
We're just gonna like taste a little teeny
We got
little
the
bit of it.
Cholula.
We have some Sour Patch Kids. We also have plain ice
Sounds like
cream.
something you'd use in a place where you can only get shit food.
Well,
Not true, Richard.
no.
It's been discussed as a dietary supplement.
They actually do have a cafe in Japan where they serve like very bland, very low calorie
Okay.
desserts.
You want to try your drink?
Okay. All right. Let's see. Cheers. It does taste sweeter, I guess.
Yeah, it tastes sweeter.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a lot sweeter.
Whoa, I'm freaking out.
Whoa, does it
No,
taste
it's-
like a chocolate milkshake?
It does taste, actually, the chocolate is a lot more pronounced, and the like previous bitter notes of like it being a 9% alcohol stout are like gone. So, sure.
All right.
Do you want to try it?
No, I don't drink.
You don't like beer.
I don't drink beer.
Can I try your ginger?
Yeah, but you didn't try it before. But okay.
I know what ginger is.
All right, so we have these pickle bites. Because yeah, apparently pickles.
Oh, what's really funny about this is you can smell the ginger. You still taste it in your nose.
Yeah, but
It,
you like.
smells, but it's
Yeah.
you don't taste it on your tongue at all.
Okay.
The disconnect is actually really weird.
So maybe we shouldn't breathe.
We should have
Through our
gotten,
nose.
yeah, we should have gotten some wasabi.
I have wasabi mayo.
No, I think it's really neat because it makes your tongue not interfere with
All right.
anything that you would smell.
Here you
That's
go.
cool.
Pickle.
Yeah. They're just super sweet pickles.
They're really sweet. Yeah.
Have you ever had the bread and butter flavored like plastic pickles?
Yeah.
That's what these taste like.
Yeah, they do, but I don't think that's what they.
No. That's not
What
what
they
these
are.
supposed to be.
Yeah, there's no sugar in them at all.
Yeah, this makes pickles taste bad.
Yeah, this is like
And you know your saliva even has digestive enzymes that breaks down sugars already.
yeah.
So like, alright, let's do something real sour. Can we do a Sour Patch Kid?
Yep.
Yeah, it made pickles bad.
I also have a Sour Patch
Is there any
burger.
saying no way to the saliva being able to digest stuff? Yes, it does. Your saliva begins pre-digesting carbohydrates as soon as you eat them.
Yeah, that's why. Isn't that why you get cavities? It's like a.
I think cavities are more caused by the bacteria that lives in your mouth. Like, it eats remaining food and sugars in your mouth, and its waste product is acid.
All right, let's see.
Yes, the berry is making everything sweet.
Yeah, this isn't sour.
No, you only taste. It's almost like the sour coating does nothing.
Yeah, it's like not sour at all.
It just tastes like the gummy. Basically, like once you've had one of these in your mouth and then you're just tasting the sweet gummy, that's what it does.
Yeah. It's so crazy.
And agrees with the saliva and the
And
bacteria.
the bacteria.
If someone had told me I'd look forward to watching two people like random things behind a trippy background after quarantining for 10 days, I tell you that.
Mm.
I agree with Richard, who calls out bread and butter pickles as an abomination. He is
Wait.
correct.
Okay. Should we do another miracle berry? Should we take another one so it's even stronger before we eat the other stuff?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I think they're working.
I think they're working too, but I don't think they get stronger. So
They're
let's
pretty
do another
subtle.
one.
I mean, I guess by pretty subtle, like they work, they do what they're supposed to do. But do you have
I don't know where
anything
they
even
go.
more sour?
No, I have this like. No, they're not in there. Oh, they're in here. I have the hot sauce and I have
I do appreciate
the burger.
that you got a gummy burger.
Yes.
And this light really kills everything.
Yeah, we have
Washes
a
out
ring light.
everything.
We look gorgeous, but all right. So here, take another one.
You're becoming addicts. Anne's worried about it.
All right.
What if we just like finish all of them right now?
Oh my God.
Wouldn't that be like
Well,
funny if we like?
Wouldn't, oh, we could. Like 2 hours later, we're gonna be like,
Oh, Randy's right. We should do the hot sauce.
we will. But I want to do another one because I read like
The
Stuff
berries still
tastes-
taste like nothing. What-
Yeah.
What'd you read?
I read like stuff that is crazy different, and I'm like, this is different, but it's not like I had to think about it for a moment.
Okay, the people who would write about flavor tripping, like the bloggers, are like, of course, gonna probably exaggerate it.
Maybe. Well, I guess
Is there chocolate in that?
I did get a very dark chocolate, like a 92%.
So, like a bitter
Yeah.
chocolate.
And I got cheese because I heard that cheese tastes like cake frosting. I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah, we do have
And I have like zero. No, I have like plain
bland-ass
Icelandic yogurt, which is like the bitterest like
bland-ass yogurt.
yogurt ever.
What are they? What are you?
Please don't get in trouble.
Well, it's worth
Oh.
doing. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this is like a lot of drug experiences where you're like, is it working?
Oh,
yet?
not
Are
mine. Mine, I'm always like, okay. You like, I'm like, okay, pretend like everything's normal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in my head, it's like, it's just like, ah! And then like, I'm just like, okay, act normal. It's all right.
Dave, we're eating flavored.
We're flavor tripping.
Flavor tripping.
So I'll talk about the.
I wonder if anybody out there who's watching has done the like dining in the dark thing. Kit Kats with cocoa nibs are aged in a whiskey barrel. Japan is really ahead of us in Kit Kat technology.
Yeah.
They got the matcha. They got the. We now have mint at least.
Yes. Can I talk about the conspiracy?
Oh yeah, explain.
Okay. So
Big sugar.
big artificial sugar.
Big aspartame.
Yeah, big ass protein. So there was a company here, Cyberpunk Tripping. Me too.
Oh, I think that game came out.
Yeah, what? The game? This is the game?
Cyberpunk.
This is my life. Okay.
Cyberpunk 1997.
So there was going to be a company that was going to make gum and like popsicles and like things for diabetics and maybe for children to get them to like eat their vegetables, which
This sounds
seems
like a dumb
a bad
startup
idea.
because this berry is not that. Come on.
But their offices. Oh, and so they were doing all this.
Oh, we've had the numbing chili oil before.
Yeah.
Our friend Karen made a hot
give
pot
us
with
the
numbing
chili.
like Chinese chili oil.
So there was going to be this company that they did all this testing to make it a food. Wait! Can I just tell this real quick?
Yeah.
It's so distracting. Just let me get it out.
Okay, I thought we're doing two things at
We
once here.
we will just let me finish. Okay, so there was a company that was going to make all these products, and Miracle Berry was going to be a food product, and they did all the testing for food.
Just getting that ready for the hot sauce.
For food products, for it to be a food product, and then their offices were like ransacked, and one of them was he said that he was being followed. the next day or like a couple days later, the FDA came back to him and was like, oh, actually, we want to classify Miracle Berry as a food additive. And he was like, dude, we've done all this testing to make it a food that's going to cost like so much money to like redo everything. And they were like, yeah, sorry, we just changed our mind. So it's thought that...
So meanwhile, there was aspartame leaking out of his pocket.
Well, then...
Even paid off.
So then, like, a couple of, I guess, months later, Sweet and Low came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's thought that, like, Sweet and Low paid off the FDA to, like, reject the... Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's, like... Because you can't use it in baking because, like, heat destroys it. Oh, yeah, so we're going to try the hot sauce.
Yeah,
wait.
Heat destroys
just,
it,
like,
you can't use it in baking.
So you can't use it in baking, you can't use it in coffee. I would just cover it and then...
You could use it in iced coffee.
Yeah. But,
Alright, we're doing the hot sauce.
Yeah.
And carefully balancing the straw.
Oh, you did a great job with that. I'm really bad at this. Like,
I saw you were like, you were trying to help. You were like reaching over.
I was like, you should...
You supervise my little man.
Is that good? Do I have enough? I feel like...
Yeah, that's enough.
Okay.
See, I'm a pro with the hot sauce.
No, it's really blown out. It looks like an egg, actually. It looks like a little baby egg.
Hold it lower, I guess. Anyway, they can see. All right, let's eat this.
Oh, no. This does not taste good.
It's still spicy.
You know
I think because you smell it still.
Oh, no. You know what it is?
It's definitely hot.
The bread tastes really freaking weird. It tastes really like... It's the bread.
Wait, really?
Yes, the bread tastes weird.
Oh, I still like... I'm getting the hot sauce like
bread
experience.
Tastes like Play-Doh.
But I didn't get any of the vinegar that you usually get in like... What is this, Cholula?
Yeah.
That doesn't taste like anything to me.
Oh, it's weird.
What are you talking about?
It tastes like...
Wait, eat some more. Eat some more.
Here, wait. Where's the cap? Yeah, it tastes like Play-Doh. I guess because it doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah, the bread has no flavor.
Now it has no flavor.
Okay.
Okay.
This is like, yeah, just like
It's a tortilla
wrap. All right, so tortilla doesn't taste like anything.
Ooh, I kind of want to taste the kava kava because that tastes disgusting.
Yeah, try your kava kava.
Okay, so
this is the grossest thing you have.
Yeah, so I take kava kava.
Your bread.
Yeah, I take kava kava. It's like...
And believe me, I try.
It's really like the good kind that's not dangerous and not like bad for your liver. And it's... Yeah, so don't worry about that. But I take it. It makes you sleep really good, but it tastes like crap. And the way that I take it is I just like put it on my tongue and swallow it. Like I don't put it in water or anything because I just want to get it over with. So
That's
I
like
wanted
a
to
psychopath though. Oh yeah, I wanted Ariel to try an orange today to see if she could finally get over it.
Oh yeah, I've never tasted
because they
an
recommend
orange.
that you try citrus.
Yeah, but I don't like oranges because the thought of them makes me nauseated. It's not because I think they're like too bitter. I actually don't like things that are very sweet normally. I have an aversion to
Your citrus phobia is a delusion in and of itself.
Yeah, okay.
And we're gonna get into it in
all
the
right,
second half of this
do you want to talk
episode.
about some of your... Okay. All right, I'm gonna try this kava. Okay, it doesn't taste good, but it doesn't taste as much like crap as it normally does.
That is fascinating.
It kind of also tastes a little bit like nothing. Like the bitterness.
Don't eat too much. We don't want.
Yeah, the
pass out
bitterness.
during the show.
The bitterness is. Do you want to try it?
No, I don't.
He's like, I can't.
I just think it's gross to begin.
That's what it is. The bitterness is gone, but it's still.
Who eats a powder like that? That's like a.
Who drinks a powder like this?
Itself. I can't. Yeah, you mix it into a fluid.
Yeah,
in the water.
But it takes longer. This is just like it's 1 second of grossness compared to like,
Yeah. The trickiest thing is that you take that to begin with.
Yeah.
Let's eat the yogurt and the chocolate. That's what we got left. Let's do it.
Yeah. Oh, we have little tomatoes too. You want a tomato?
No.
I want a tomato. I
No.
want to know.
Take a bite of tomato.
Okay. So these little tomatoes. You want a tomato too? In a secret loft shot glass.
Ooh, there's even little merch.
Okay, that's weird. It tastes like a pumpkin. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kratom powder. No, Dave, I will never try kratom powder because whatever cup you make kratom in, it just freaking
The tomato. Yeah. Looks like you took a shit in it. The tomato tastes like an apple.
It does.
It's
yeah.
really sweet.
Or to me, it tastes kind of like a pumpkin.
And it has this sort of watery texture. Yeah, pumpkin is sweet too.
Should we do another pickle now that we've?
Sure.
Okay.
But I do want to get the yogurt done and the chocolate.
Okay, chill. All right.
We got work.
All right. Oh, it's more sweet. I feel like it's more sweet than the last one.
Yeah, now that we've doubled up on the berries.
Oh, God.
It's a really gross pickle.
It's so bad. It's like the hot lunch pickles.
What's a hot lunch pickle?
We were talking about like school lunch and like how the vegetables were like all
they
like.
served you hot pickles?
No. Like it was called hot lunch, like the school lunch.
It was called hot lunch. Sounds sexual. Why didn't they just call it lunch?
What was that? New York City public schools, guys.
Just call it like we're gonna make sure the kids know what's up with these, with the temperature of these lunches. That's a hot lunch.
I can't. That's a really disgusting pickle, by the way.
It's actually my tongue physically does feel like
Pickly?
a little weird too.
Oh.
I'm gonna say that. So my
You
tongue
feel
is
weird?
my tongue is tripping. Totally.
Okay. Alright, so we have yogurt.
Let's do the ciggies.
We have yogurt. As you may know,
When did you ever eat school lunch? Your mom is furious that you had that you ate school
for like a
pickles.
moment I did, and then I was like, I'm just not gonna eat lunch anymore, and then you started packing me lunch. So thank you.
Yeah.
At PS41.
Mm.
Okay. So as many people know, Icelandic yogurt is like even more tart than Greek yogurt, and I got the plain.
It's thick.
It's thick.
It's a thick ass yogurt.
So yeah.
Yeah. This yogurt has 30% of your daily protein.
Okay, I guess I gotta put
in
my
it.
hand behind it.
It's serious yogurt.
I don't even know. It just looks like a halo of yogurt, but
The
yeah.
Snickers bar has, according to Anne, on Twitch, the Snickers bar has more nutrition than a school lunch. She won first place in science fair.
Oh yeah, and Anne also did like a thesis on optical illusions and how they work, right?
Oh, well, as soon as this trip is over, we should talk to her.
Alrighty.
Got
Got
get someone
our
knowledgeable
spoons.
onto the show.
Yes.
So it's just us eating food.
Okay. Right. Oh my god, that's really fucking sweet.
Oh yeah. All right.
Holy no, this.
I think this
like,
is what the flavor berries are meant for.
Oh my god, that's really sweet. Like really, really sweet. And this yogurt has like only 3 grams of sugar in this whole thing. So the flavor berries are definitely working on this. It's like cloyingly sweet. It's very like.
Oh hey Adrian. Adrian, we're flavor tripping.
We're flavor tripping. We just took 2 miracle berries each.
It makes it makes
Oh my god,
the regular
so
tart
sweet.
yogurt tastes kind of like the strawberry. This tastes like a strawberry chobani, or like a yolk plate.
It's like almost like it tastes like you poured sugar into it.
Mm. Yeah, it's delicious. I see how that Japanese cafe works though. You
Yeah,
eat,
they like
a
give you
very
a rice
bland-
cake. Yeah.
They give you
I
a rice
also have
cake and you're like,
cheese,
oh my
too.
god.
I have some cheese.
Oh, let's have your tea.
Okay. So yeah, that is like I'm almost like cringing because it's like so freaking sweet. That's crazy.
Anne said she always packed her lunch and you wouldn't eat sandwiches. So when were you having a hot pickle lunch?
At PS41, I swear I did. I don't know. I did.
Okay.
Or I remember.
Well, Ariel claims she had lunch at PS41. So
Yeah, last night, or I at least know what the lunch is. Maybe I just saw lunches, other people eating their lunch, and I was like, gross. Poor people.
Yeah, stout really somehow manages to get by.
All right.
It tastes pretty similar to what it would. That's bitter.
Okay, so the cheese, apparently the cheese taste is supposed to taste like frosting, but this is like a...
Oh, do you want me to get one of the like little just plain white cheeses?
Because this is like a herb
This
one.
is like a chive cheese. Let's try this one too.
It's a chive cheese. How is it?
Oh, that's bizarre. It really does taste like frosting.
Let me see.
It really does.
Wait, I got my
That's
phone.
wild. That's the coolest,
Yeah.
the coolest, weirdest thing we've tried.
Oh my god, it does, but like garlic frosting.
It
It's
is
like
kind
really...
of like garlic, sweet garlic frosting.
That's a new Subway sandwich. Yeah.
Do you
So
want me
this
to get
is
one
a...
of the other cheeses? It's not garlic. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So we're flavor tripping. If you've just tuned in. Oh god, the ring light is so bright. I guess I have to hold it back here. Miracle berries. You can get them on Amazon. They're not cheap. They're like almost $2 a berry, I think, or a tablet. But compared to like Molly, that's actually very cheap. So
Cheap.
pick your poison. Okay, so we have like a plain cheese.
Oh, baby brie.
Yes,
It's a baby bell.
it's a baby bell,
Just got the little skin.
which is my favorite part of those. The skin.
Take
Yeah,
a-
I like the
take a
skin. I'm like,
chomp. Oh yeah. Oh, you eat the skin?
yeah, it's my favorite part. The skin.
Yeah. Why would you take this to ruin cheese?
This actually doesn't taste like frosting. It just tastes like nothing to me.
Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't taste
Mine
like
was
anything.
better. So the laughing cow, that's the one. If you flavor,
You still
it.
get the smell. Yeah, like as you kind of like swallow it, you still get that
But this is the one.
the fromage of the cheese.
That's a gross word. I don't know.
Maybe it's a French word for cheese. Oh yeah, the waxed lips.
Yeah, this one's like really. Yeah, save that for later when I'm done. When my flavor trip is over.
What, the cheese?
No, the wax.
Oh.
Here, you can have.
I'll hold on to it for you.
Thank you. right.
Last thing, the chocolate, I think. Right?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so this is 92%.
Yeah, this is it's so sweet. And it's gross.
I'm cracking up because this chocolate is called. I know it's
This
like
sucks. This is like garlic frosting.
it is.
Yeah,
I should have gotten
it ruins the Laughing Cow herb cheese.
herbal cheese, herbal essences.
Yeah.
So
It ruins pickles. Makes very tart yogurt taste good.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't think it tastes good. I like the tartness,
Tastes like candy.
but if let's say you were like on
It makes
like
Sour
a
Patch
diet
Kids.
and you didn't
Yeah.
you want to like go low carb, this would be really good for you because you could eat plain yogurt and
Yeah.
it would taste really sweet.
You also could just eat meat, which is delicious anyway.
Oh, I wonder how meat. I don't think meat.
I don't think it's
tastes
affected at
Oh
all.
yeah, does
really.
yours
So it makes Sour Patch Kids taste like
taste regular?
regular kids.
Oh, you have the gummy burger
regular
too.
Patch Kids.
Um,
And in Twitch, it seems so mad.
so we have
My mom's on too.
oh
Hi,
hey,
Nancy.
we're flavor tripping. Actually, your mom might get into this.
Mom, you might like these. We ate the special berry
The miracle berry. I'm gonna hold
that
it.
coats all of your taste receptors except the sweet ones. And
Yeah,
we're trying different
There we
foods.
I'm shielding it from the.
Most of them are worse. Bland yogurt tastes much sweeter.
So like, yeah, totally unsweetened Icelandic yogurt.
Yeah,
tastes
really sour food.
very sweet. It tastes like you just like dumped sugar in it, and yeah, and the berries actually don't. They don't have any nutritional
Like
value.
a lemon head, like a super sour thing, or lemons. But you wouldn't eat them,
Yeah, I
would you?
wouldn't eat that.
Also, if you're not trying this with Ariel, try some citrus.
Yeah.
Didn't realize that.
Oh, you just thought we were eating weird foods? You thought we were like pretending to be pregnant or something? Okay. Oh yeah, so this chocolate is 92% cacao, and it's called Moonlight Mystique, which sounds like a stripper, but I'm into it. I actually really like.
What is it called? Berry tablets.
Mirrorland berries, but you can just look up miracle berries, and on Amazon, and you can't get them in the U.S. because.
Wait, how did you get that?
Well, you can get anything on Amazon. They're not.
Miracle berry could be Dave's rag band.
Oh yeah. Oh no, Moonlight Mystique.
Oh okay.
Which is the name of this dark.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is. It has less than 1 gram of sugar in it, and it only has unsweetened chocolate and vanilla extract.
So this is like a bitter. This is the bitterest of chocolate.
It's bitter AF, which is actually the only kind of chocolate that I like, so I feel like this is going to ruin it for me, which makes it sad. I only like unsweetened, like baker's chocolate.
And sometimes to really have an exciting experience, you have to ruin things that you love.
Yeah.
Cheese.
I'm like, that's why Alex likes to just go like this to my face sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Just every morning he's like, squish.
I thought about
that. For ASMR? All right, here.
Somebody listens to this for the ASMR sections because there's two per show.
People get it anyway. Oh, that's another thing.
Oh. This tastes like dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It tastes like like field mushroom, like dried field mushroom.
It does. It tastes like mushrooms. You're right. Yeah, because the bitterness is gone. But I guess because there isn't a lot of sugar in it.
No sweetness either, though. It
tastes like the earth, Mother Gaia.
Yeah, this chocolate tastes like dirt.
It is from the earth.
Okay. Hot sauce I think was one of the more interesting ones because you could smell and it did the spicy thing because that's more of a sensory thing or I guess nose thing.
I do have wasabi mayo. Did you want to try that?
Yeah, let's try some.
I gotta go get it though.
Yeah, go grab it.
All right.
I'll entertain the guests.
Okay.
I'll slowly open this sour mini burger.
Wait, crinkle it for them.
I'll just crinkle it.
Crinkle it?
So I could just get mushrooms. Well, yes, instead of bitter chocolate, but...
Oh yeah, I wonder how mushrooms would... We should have tried
Think about all the other experiences we've had.
We should have just tried actual drip. Be like, wow, the numbness of the cocaine is still there, but the gasoline taste is gone.
The ginger was really interesting, too.
Because
you could smell the ginger, but you didn't really taste it.
Yeah, it's really sweet. That has stevia in it, and you can taste it. What do you say? All right, I'm gonna get this wasabi.
Yeah. Yeah, ginger beer tastes like a mix of chemicals and ginger. Yeah, basically the flavor scientists in New Jersey who designed the taste and smell of all of the food that we eat, they didn't anticipate miracle berries. Let me take a bite of this. I think this is a sour gummy cheeseburger. Yep. Oh, it just tastes sweet. Is my shirt the same pattern that they were selling rugs with? This is I think I have seen this on a rug. Because then your guests are I'm going to fall into it. It was more of the yogurt. The yogurt, I think, was the only positive.
I found
positive thing.
I also found unsweetened whipped cream.
Oh.
and wasabi. So we'll try these two.
Yeah, yogurt's the only thing that became, I think, more enjoyable.
It's not for me. I don't like it. It's too sweet. It sounds like it sounds. That's synesthesia. That's something that we'll talk. So we have like wasabi mayo. So it's not going to be as like spicy, but we'll try that.
We ate all the bread, so we have nothing to put it on. Just give me a little dollop.
I have a chopstick.
Okay.
I came prepared.
Squeeze the bottle into my mouth.
I came prepared. Okay.
I know someone whose job was making tastes in food products.
Me too. I know the guy who invented one of the Cokes, like
Which
the
Coke?
cherry or
Cherry.
the vanilla.
Cherry vanilla.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh.
Ew.
Oh no.
Oh.
No. It's bad.
The wasabi still kicks you in the sinuses, though. It like does its thing.
Yeah.
That's not wasabi is more of a smell, I think. But the mayonnaise part tastes disgusting. It's disgusting. Wow.
You know what? It's like someone took it and they cut it in half.
Probably are really good diet because it makes most foods taste gross. So,
yeah, so you'll never.
If you like really savor food and you like love snack food or whatever, like it kind of ruins most experience.
So I found this. This is sugar-free.
The only thing you'll even really enjoy is bitter yogurt.
So we had this.
Without the tablet said is wasabi mayo is a fantastic condiment.
Yeah.
I remember someone who invented lime lemon. Ooh, artificial lime lemon.
Oh, maybe he works with my friend.
There you go.
So yeah, this is sugar-free. So it's actually not sweet. It's just like creamy. So I thought maybe it would be like the yogurt. Do you have your spoon? Where's your spoon?
I don't know. Wait, that?
We each had a spoon.
No,
yours was like dark.
I never got a spoon.
At least you did. All right, we'll just put it. I don't know.
I got some scissors over here. For the Mobius Strip demonstration.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, your spoon is in the yogurt. Here you go.
Dionysus, Dionysus. Nice day.
Yeah, it's sugar-free because...
Oh, this is yogurt.
Yeah, this is sugar-free because we were using it to like make spiked hot chocolate for the comedy shows that we had. And it's not as cloying that way.
Give me a little squirt.
So that's why it's sugar-free.
Yeah, if you put sugary whipped cream into like Ghirardelli hot chocolate, then
you die. You childish.
Mispronounced. Dionysus. Dionysus.
Oh, that's there you go. There's your drag name.
And that's Dave.
Oh God, how do you do this? Okay. I was like, how?
Do you need me to do it?
I need you to do it. Dad, you need to help. You don't squeeze. It's a thing.
You push to the side. Okay. You came up there. You think I don't know how to use whipped cream? Come on.
Tastes like it has sugar in it. What do you know?
Yeah. So yeah, you could take a sugar-free dessert like that yogurt with this whipped topping, and then it will taste sugary.
Yep. Oh, so
sorry, I'm trying to put it over there. We've taken up most of our table space with all these snacks.
With all the snacks, yeah.
All right, we've done it.
Oh, how did the gummy thing taste?
It just tastes. Eat a part of it. It doesn't taste sour
Should
at all.
Should I eat the pickle part?
Yeah. It just tastes like the Sour Patch Kids did.
Oh.
That it's just like not sour.
Ew.
All right. I don't know how it is.
I'm like, oh.
It just tasted like a regular gummy, and not a sour gummy.
I have bubble gum, which I love. I always chew bubble gum all the time.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna chew some. Do you want a piece? Do you want a slice?
Give me a slice of
gum. It actually doesn't taste too different.
Oh, okay. Do you think it's sugar-free?
But it has, like, aspartame in it. Lily, we're flavor tripping. I think...
It's Jake from State Farm. Trident definitely tastes. This tastes weird. But I can't tell. I can't put my finger on it. It's like the illusion of a normal trident.
The illusion, the optical illusion.
The normal trident.
Should we talk about? Yeah. So yeah, Lily, we're flavor tripping. It makes everything taste really, really sweet. So we actually had like a Icelandic plain yogurt, and it tasted like ice cream.
We had an herb cheese that tasted like herb frosting.
You take miracle berries.
We have tablets.
The
miracle berry is found in Africa.
Yeah.
And it has a protein called miraculin.
And the protein coats your tongue.
And Lily is over on Instagram.
Yeah. It coats your tongue, and it makes...
And she's Lily Wolf.
It makes bitter and sour things taste sweet. And tart things also taste sweet.
Yeah.
So Lily, we literally just tasted the sugar-free whipped cream, and it tasted like sugar whipped cream. But
all right.
So that was fun. So let's talk.
So that's flavor tripping.
So would you
let's go back to our normal life?
Would you
this trip is over.
Would you recommend it to a friend?
I suppose for the novelty, but Dave on Twitch, Lily does have a Twitch account where her name is Lily Wolf. So there you go. Yeah. Would I recommend to a friend? Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, you should try it. It's pretty dumb. That's what it's. I would specifically. I probably would ignore half the foods that we tried because, like, I would tell them good stuff, right?
The good, yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Get like a good tart yogurt. The Sour Patch Kids was let down. I do wish we had just taken a big bite of like a lime or an orange to see what that would do.
I wish you had done that.
And I like cheese. I would advise people to like try cheese.
Yeah. Like I think plain cream cheese, but
didn't do much to the beer. And yeah, try a ginger beer is like a very interesting experience.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh, the yogurt.
Yeah.
Did you say yogurt?
Should I try flavor tripping? Are you bored?
We thought of like an SNL character, which is just like dude who's like trying to get high off of like.
It's the guy who's been to rehab, so he's chasing all the fleeting like small highs that he can get.
But
so
he's like super into like optical illusions. Like he's at a party and he's like, "You guys want to do some?" Oh. And it's just like
he pulls out like a little book.
He's like this deck of cards. Ooh. Okay, so I bought this deck of cards. It's like an optical illusion deck.
This looks like a tiny window. What's going on?
I know.
Why is it?
It's like I love how it's like burlesque though. It's like.
Ooh,
let me open. Oh,
it even has little shutters.
Yeah.
It gives you a little
It's
peek.
like, no. So it's, yeah, it's like, what does this optical illusion do? And then it tells you the answer when you open this slot, and it's like it vibrates. That's what it says.
Wait, but is that vibrating?
Yeah, look at it. I mean, I don't know if I hold it. It's like gonna.
Everything is washed up. Oh, there you go. Is that vibrating for you
guys?
I think
it is.
It's vibrating a little bit.
Twitchers?
The Twitchers, yeah. Let me see this. Give them a minute. Give them a minute to get used to it. Does it? Yeah, and does it work through the magic of streaming?
Yes. But I love how like this is a game. And so you have to guess what the optical illusion does, but it's like if you have normal eyes.
And you have to slowly reveal it to them. They get 100 points.
I guess. I have no idea. I just wanted a deck.
This. And you're like, is it vibrating for you? And they're like, I don't know what it's supposed to do. And you're like, what if I show you this portion of, how about now? What is that? Is that doing it for you? Do you not yet understand the optical illusion? You're going to lose another 100 points if I have to show you. I have to show you this pot. Wait, so you just slap a new card in here and the game resets?
Oh yeah, so then, ooh, okay. So then,
This is the state of our public school system. These are the teaching aids that children deal with.
so you take the card out.
Take the card out.
Oh, there's one on the back too, and it just
That's
name-
an usher.
Oh yeah, it's his
That's
name.
an usher.
So, okay, we'll put that in.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Wait.
Name the famous Escher illustration. Instagram?
Wait, you have to make them earn the points as you slowly open the shutters of the window.
They're so hard to.
They really are hard to
All right,
open.
it's like I
That's
need
okay,
100 points just opening this. All right,
It looks
Name-
like 001 points.
that famous
Oh yeah, it is reversed.
MC Escher. Oh, but your eye reverses it anyway, so it's like how your eye originally would see it.
Oh yeah, because your retina's reversed.
Yes.
We'll get into that. We're gonna get into how retinas work.
Yep. So can you name it? Do you know what? Well, we saw it.
Did anybody know what that? Is this a woodcut as well?
All of
Or it's a
Escher's
brand-
stuff is a woodcut or a lithograph.
Okay. Lithograph is what, carving in stone?
It's basically, it's not a carving in stone. There's a grease pencil on a limestone,
Yeah.
and it's basically the theory that like ink and water don't mix. So you kind of like
Strong theory. Strong.
yeah. So you
theory.
kind of like do the grease pencil where it's the negative space. So a lithograph you draw in the negative space. So like let's say
Dan couldn't see it. Look, it's this MC Escher. You guys know this one.
you know.
Wait, can they see the bottom? No, it's covered. This one.
No.
This famous MC Escher. Because, look, if you look closely, you really have to see this one in detail for it to work.
Yeah. Well, do you?
Well, yeah, because like you have to see the steps on the side of the water are going down, but then the waterfall itself is going up.
Oh, you just keep on playing.
Yeah, it's called waterfall.
Yeah. So
Is this something school children need to? Is this
I
in
have
the standards
no
of learning?
idea.
You have to know optical illusions. Okay, show me one that I haven't seen.
Okay, wait. Can we talk about Escher real quick since this
Oh, yeah.
almost is like a say? Okay.
Ariel researched
All right. So Escher,
Mauritius.
he really didn't like his name. He was like, yeah. Escher grew up in the Netherlands, and he was a bit of a trust fund kid. He was really bad at school, except for drawing. In fact, when he flunked out of math, his father wrote that his son drew a sunflower to comfort himself.
That's so sweet.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
And then his father basically bankrolled his like, what do you call it, gap year? He had like a gap decade where he went to the Amalfi Coast. He loved drawing, which is our favorite. Oh, okay. What? Please, I'm so easily
Sorry.
distracted.
People can submit questions. Wow,
Yeah,
I didn't even know that was a
Dr.
thing.
Wires loves to distract me, and it's like a game that we play.
Continue. Sorry, Escher.
He's so distracting. So Escher grew up. He took a gap decade on the. He went to like Italy. He loved drawing the like coastal cities, and he had a mentor named Mosquito, who taught him how to do wood carvings, because Escher was like, maybe I should become an architect, and Mosquito was like, no. He was like, I'll show you a couple of things, because he saw the potential.
Mm-hmm.
But then there was like the Nazi.
Well, Escher had gotten famous by then. Then,
Well-
like 10 years later, Mosquito was killed by the Nazis.
No, but the Nazi.
But Escher had already trained
Wait.
under him in the 30s and like moved on.
You don't know what I was gonna say.
You're acting like his training was interrupted by the Nazis.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. The Nazis like really affected him a lot, and they actually like, because he had to move away from. He moved away from Italy. He moved, I think, back to the Netherlands, but then they were there, and I think his son at school had to like do some sort of like communist, like some sort of like conservative like marching thing in school, and he was like, nope, we're going to Sweden. And because he was like so far away from like the coasts and the landscapes that he liked to draw, he had to look inward. So that's what I was gonna say. At World War II, like if it weren't for that, he would probably still be doing his landscape stuff, not his like trippy crazy stuff. That's what I was gonna say. And yes, Mosquito was killed by Nazis, and Escher rescued this print called the Mosquito boot print. It's like a sketch that Mosquito had in his house that Escher found. Also, Escher and his wife, they hid like a family of Jewish people in their house. They were very cool people. Yeah. But then later in his life, Escher became friends with a lot of mathematicians. And
they probably hid them inside something like this.
Yeah. Exactly. They were like, it's 2D.
It's just a drawing. Yeah.
Well, one of the things that influenced him a lot with his like tessellations was he went to Spain and he saw, what's it called? Oh my god, I'm totally blanking. It's like a mosque with a ton of like tessellations.
Alhambra?
Yes, that's what he saw, and he was like, I want to draw those, and he became obsessed with drawing like tessellations. And have you heard of like the wallpaper prints?
He made wallpaper?
Well, he did, but
nice.
Basically, there's 8 different types of like tessellations or patterns that you can do, and they're sort of colloquially known as like the wallpaper prints.
Oh, that makes sense because wallpaper has to be tessellated patterns as well.
Yeah. So
that it can repeat.
Yeah.
I guess anything that's tiled, basically. So what are the 8 kinds?
I don't know.
You're like, oh, come on, we're not going that deep.
But the what's it called in Spain?
Alhambra.
Alhambra?
Alhambra?
Alhambra? What does that mean? I'm a Spanish speaker.
Alfombra is rug, but like Alhambra, I'm pretty sure it's a Muslim word, right? Because the Moors took over Spain from 700 to like 1400 AD. So I think the Moors built it anyway. And it like is a mosque. Yeah. Anyway, it's got a bunch of cool tessellations. Yeah, or like, were they doing hexagons? Were they doing cool hexagons?
So it has all 8 of them. All 8 of the types. There.
Yeah, there's only so many
it's the
different
only
ways you can arrange repeating 2D shapes, right? You can do hexagons, you can do triangles, you can do squares.
Should we actually have
After that, it gets a little tricky.
MC Escher them up?
Are you going to show them some art?
Well, I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you like some of his Italian coast.
Some of his most famous works.
Well, these are.
This book, also the pages are falling out because I may or may not have gotten it on the street in Bushwick. So
it's street art, get it?
It's street.
So yeah. Ooh, sorry,
I don't know if it's really coming through.
Well,
look, you guys just Google MC Escher.
They can see it on Instagram. Yeah. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
Look at this shit. Yeah, you're like holding your phone. This is truly the best live stream.
Oh, and here's Alhambra. This was like right after he went.
There it is.
I'm trying to hold it back here so it gets.
I see a lot of repeated patterns. I think we're looking good.
Yeah. So there you go, Twitch. There you go, Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is actually some of them, I think. I mean, what do you think?
He cut all of this out of wood.
Yes. So lithograph is the grease thing where you draw the negative space. So let's say you wanted to draw this for lithograph, you would do the white part with grease pen, I guess. And then, Dave is like, he knows. Dave is like, I gotta correct them.
Get Dave in here. Anne's on Twitch, so she can't join us on video.
Dave. Oh no, is it gonna be like this with the internet? Okay. Oh, thank God. You.
Hello.
You.
What's up?
I'm just popping in while I'm character creating in Cyberpunk, man. My boy Keanu hasn't shown up yet, but he's coming.
Wait, aren't you Keanu? Like, you're
No,
looking
Keanu
back.
Reeves advertised the
he's
game
one of the other main
and he's one of the
characters.
characters.
No, but he looks a lot like Keanu right now.
I know, he's getting ready.
Oh, me, actually, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting ready for the game.
He's my long lost brother, yes.
Whoa.
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 What?
Whoa.
And then, what does he say in John Wick? He's like, yeah, people keep asking if I'm... No, that's Robin. He's on the chat.
Yeah! I'm thinking I'm back.
People keep asking if I'm back. And I'm thinking...
Maybe.
Yeah. What he goes like...
Possibly.
Maybe I'm back.
I'm back. I don't know.
He goes,
I'm usually very good at it.
maybe I'm back.
And then when he says yeah, he's always like, yeah.
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 Um.
I'm
So,
usually very good at it.
did you ever do?
I'm busy thinking about Cyberpunk. I'm character creating. Check this out. I apologize for the nudity, but I'm working on my character.
Shows us his penis.
Hey, you can't change it after.
Oh God.
Or,
Yes.
so far. But here's the thing, and I apologize to everyone on the stream.
Dave, you're gonna get us kicked off.
Yeah.
You can make your character trans.
Okay.
Okay, Dave, no!
Dave, you're gonna get us.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like a thing, right?
Yes.
Sorry.
It's
I'm
so
gonna show
realistic.
you.
You're gonna get us
That's really
kicked.
cool. You can make your character trans if you want.
Hey,
So,
frog speaker, just
Frog
joined.
speaker, no.
They can be like
That's
in
not speaker.
transition or whatever. You can mix, like male genitalia and because like in Cyberpunk it's 2077, so everybody's past the point we are now.
Is that?
Is everybody...
Is that
Where it's fully
Cyberpunk?
acceptable not only to be like, but to modify your body and stuff.
Is
too.
everybody naked in the game?
I'm Cyberpunk. Do y'all know that I've been Cyberpunk forever because I'm a cyborg? I bet
Yes.
people didn't know that. My mom knows that, but
Here, there's no nudity here. Well, so I'm
Beautiful.
working on the character.
Oh, nice haircut.
yes.
Thanks. If you can change it. I haven't decided on anything yet, really.
Yeah. Alex was like, "It's my haircut."
Oh, right. Yeah. I think there's a shorter version of it. Yeah, that would be exactly that.
Nice.
Ooh, I like. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got Cyberpunk. It just came out today.
Yeah, it just came out like at 7 p.m.
Whoa.
So everybody in the world is on right now.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
Unless they're flavor tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That
These
was.
berries?
Yeah,
What are
so
these
they're-
berries?
They're. It's funny because they're like pill.
They look like E.
Yeah, they look.
Oh, word.
Yeah. So they're just in like a blister pack. I was afraid if I got the freeze-dried ones, I read reviews, they're like, it deteriorated and it didn't work.
Yeah.
But this seems
I don't
very...
need them sending me a bunch of rotting berries. I want
Is
tablets.
that the same extract that's in those berries? That's the...
Yeah.
Miraculin. It's a protein that coats your tongue, and then you can only taste the
And how long
sweetness.
does it last?
Like an hour. We took
It's
2 of
wearing
them,
off.
though.
It's wearing off.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Is it wearing off? Should we try a pickle? Should
You
we?
just have them online?
Yes, Amazon. We can save some for you if you're into it.
Yeah, I'd love to try it.
Yeah, it's
That-
fun. And also, if you're having a bad trip, you can just drink a hot beverage and it undoes it, which because it doesn't destroys the protein.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. All right,
Yeah.
good.
So you can just drink some tea and you good. If you're like stuff is too sweet. Oh my god, I wonder if it would work for things for sexual.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Now we have a new thing to try.
There we go.
This is probably my favorite.
Oh, Escher, we're looking at-
Escher's.
Wait, Dave, you hopped on
I
a.
love Escher.
Oh yeah, the
Love
staircases.
Escher, like from when I was little wee lad. I used to have all these Escher books.
Yeah.
Very big into Escher. What was his name?
Mauritius?
But there's no U in it. It's like
Moritus?
Moritz, but he was from the Netherlands. Mauritius. Because I think all their S's,
Yeah.
they're all their T's.
Oh, Moritz Cornelis.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Moritz
Cornelis. Yes.
So,
I do that name, dude.
Apparently, like, I don't know, people have, like, come up to him, like, celebrities have come up to him and tried to be like, you're so cool. And I forget who it was, but someone, like, called him by his full name.
Wait, he's dead.
No, they used to, like, when he was alive.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
And he, like, I forget who it was, but he was like, I've never talked. Like, he was like, whatever you have to say.
They called
like,
him Moritz, and he was like, how dare
yeah,
you.
they were trying to be like, you know, they read his Wikipedia or whatever, and they were like, a compliment. And he was like, I will never hear this compliment.
Wow.
But, yeah, it's funny because he hung out with, like, a lot of mathematicians later on, and they really appreciated his art, and they were like, this is like, we study this and we like use rulers, and he's like, I just use my brain, like, and
I do like his geckos too.
Yeah,
those are cool geckos.
The geckos. Oh, but yeah, a lot of.
There you go. Space geckos. I would wear a shirt that had this. That should have been my.
Oh yeah, and the lithograph. So these are all lithographs. They're all lithographs or like wood carving.
Yeah.
And you were asking the other day how to do shading on a wood carving, and you actually have to do multiple wood carvings and then layer them over each other because there's no way to like.
Oh.
Like that. So.
Or I guess they do a lot of like line shading.
You can do like cross hatching.
Yeah, like comic book.
I remember, we had to do it with like linoleum. We had to do, you had a thing that looked like a cuticle remover thingy or a stitch remover, but it was like a very thin like knife that was like this, and then you had to like shave out the linoleum and do a print. And I remember I made like my hand, but like I did like a hand print, but then I made all sorts of trippy stuff on the palm.
Yeah.
Because I was cool like
Do you still have the wood carving?
My mom does at her house. It's not wood. It's
Alex Gray in your trippy art setup.
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you I went to their full moon ceremony this month?
Oh no, you didn't say that.
But they used to be based here. Alex Gray, the artist.
I know. I'm in one of his books. I know him very well.
Yes, I've been a fan of his forever as well, and they moved upstate, as I'm sure you know. And they built the Entheon. They finally reached their goal, and so yeah, it's pretty exciting. And when COVID's over, I want to finally get up to the upstate.
Yeah, can I tell? So I used to model for them. They would have these like COSM, the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors. It's actually right near where the McKittrick Hotel is, like literally like right next door to where that is now.
Yeah, it was in like, wasn't it Midtown or something?
No, it was the meatpacking like McKittrick, which is like Okay. So
I've been here, on the west side. So long, and it's gone now because it's upstate. So you modeled for them?
So they would have once a month. They would have like the Burning Angel girls come and do like some nude figure drawing, and they would like give us like different props. So I remember I was like a figure model for like a lot of like art schools and stuff like that. So like I knew how to hold still, but a lot of the Burning Angel girls, they wouldn't stop moving. So like a lot of because they were used to being on film.
They had a film background. If you know what I mean.
So they were just like, and I was like the only one who was like dead still. And I remember, there was one time it was like a spring one, and they had all these flowers, and this like right before we had to like hold still, this girl like stuck one of the flower, like the stem of, this is like a little sorry it was a little graphic, but she stuck the stem of the flower like into me, and so I had to like hold that pose for like 20 minutes. I was just like,
and they're all like,
but actually I am in Alex Gray, I'm in one of his books, where I had a big furry hat on, like a big like sort of Russian hat and like nothing else. And I'm in this book, just like this big hat.
Which collection are you in?
It's like a book of his sketches.
You gotta get the book.
Got you. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's a sketch book. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
sketch. It's like it's a book of like people. He was into like just quick like figure drawing things. But I remember him drawing, or it was like he had watercolors and he like,
That's cool.
and one time he gave us a tour of like the chapel, and he like showed us all the paintings and his paintings, and he has like that Tool album cover where everyone's like, he predicted 9/11 because there's like planes and the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't predict it, I just wanted to draw this. So like he basically was like, yes, I do trip a lot, and like that is obviously what these are. He's like, there's no like conspiracy or weirdness. He's like, yeah, I do take a lot of acid, and
and he's very open to, I think, the channels of the universe. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets premonitions too.
Yeah, I mean, but like
his...
Twin Towers was like a part of the New York City skyline that was very. I think he wanted people to know that it was New York, and then he like wanted to give some depth, so he put a plane in the sky, and that's how.
That's what they said about that.
At the beginning of Escape from New York, the famous 80, what was it? I think it was early 80s. I think it was 84, maybe. But anyway, with Kurt Russell, the beginning of the movie is they fly the president's plane into the World Trade Center.
Nice.
Yes.
And that was in the early 80s.
That's why Donnie Darko's release got delayed.
Yep.
Because it had a plane crash in it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they were like, we mustn't talk about this.
Yeah. What else? The Strokes song.
Okay, wait.
New York City.
We're getting off topic. We are getting off topic. We are getting off topic.
Sorry, we're not talking about your Alex Gray story.
No, not even about Alex Gray. Just about.
The Full Moon Festival was Alex and Allison's anniversary as well. So there was like this really sweet thing where Alex talked about their relationship and had a whole like presentation, and it was really awesome.
That's really sweet. Yeah, he's a really sweet guy. He's really sweet. I was working on this movie, and this guy was like a huge Tool fan, and he had a car, and I was like, if you drive me to New York for the weekend, I'll introduce you to Alex Gray. And he was like, oh my god, and like we went to his studio, and I was like, hey, can you talk to this guy for like 5 minutes? And Alex Gray was like, sure. And the guy was like super excited, like he was like, that was the best day of my life.
Isn't about illusions either.
No, it would take a lot of, like, I'd be cool about it because, I'm an actor, I work with famous people, and it's like, so I'm used to being cool, but like inside, I would be like, oh my god.
Yeah. So what's the craziest thing you've ever hallucinated?
Craziest thing what?
You've ever hallucinated?
I mean, I've done DMT, so so it's a tricky question because I am pretty sure it's not a hallucination. I know that sounds crazy, but when you go where you go with DMT, it's like, the first thing that happens is you're like, I've been here before, and it feels like home. And the second thing that happens is you're like, oh, right, like the same way you wake up from a dream and you're back in reality. When, where you go, which is beyond space-time and in some kind of multi-dimensional realm, once reality falls away, you're like, oh, I finally woke up. This whole existence is a dream, and this is the real. So I've been there, met some entities. So I would count that as the craziest, but as crazy as it may make me sound,
no, it doesn't
I'm not convinced that was a hallucination.
Well, hallucination. So, optical illusion. It's like or illusion is something that your brain is perceiving like different than is actually like reality. But hallucination just means that it's not physically there, and you're seeing it.
Anne just said I could totally answer that question because I'm dead inside.
Yes, metal.
But so you're saying hallucination doesn't have to have the connotation of it's not real.
Right. It just means that it's not physically there. So
Then I double down on my answer.
yeah. No, I mean, I also did DMT. I went to a lake though, and then I didn't want to.
Yeah, that's right. And
Yeah.
you lived in the lake.
Yep,
right?
I lived in the lake. Didn't want to breathe air when I came back, and tried to breathe water.
Cool.
And
Well, I'm
it
gonna
was
let you guys
hilarious.
keep going. I'm gonna have you playing here so I can listen while because I've been trying to create my character for hours. It's just like I'm just in there like
Come on.
this is the real
Yeah.
game.
You gotta get on it.
Yeah, get in the
Get
game, create the character, and then we'll make it
will.
on you. We'll give you. I'll drag you up like your character.
Mhm.
I'll send you guys a picture when Keanu shows up.
Okay.
All right.
All right. We'll
All right,
see.
thank you guys. Good
Thank
to talk
you.
to
You too. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Well, since we're talking
Bye.
about hallucinations, we should get Anne on.
Oh yeah, and do you want to talk about your hallucination for real?
Oh, you're bringing them closer.
Yeah, I'm bringing him closer. I feel like it's
Yeah, let's throw
more
it.
intimate. Let's throw her.
Let's throw Anne in the mix. Let's
that
go
one.
live with Anne and Chelsea. That's good. The tech is working this week.
Yeah, it took a while to work from. Oh, what's
This is because I have no makeup on and I feel really ridiculous.
Okay.
up? You look beautiful. Hello.
Hello.
Of course I look beautiful because I have the sunglasses.
Mm.
Anyway, I can tell you my hallucination story, but there was another thing. Oh, and my dissertation on optical illusions story.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the better thing?
We want to know both.
Yeah, let's hear about
Okay,
Who's
so
that from?
I went to college, and then I was pre-med, and I didn't want to do that, but I decided I would hashtag organic chemistry, not for me. But
Just like
I
Esther.
went to NYU for the summer, and I took an intro course to psychology, and I did my paper on optical illusions. And I really, and so all of my psychology study, even after that at Wesleyan where I was matriculated, was about sense of direction, facial recognition, optical illusion.
Oh yes, like Oliver Sacks, facial recognition.
Like a Freudian personality guy.
I have
my
a
whole
bunch of
thing
illusions here.
was about mind, body, brain stuff. And with optical illusions, and you may have said this at the beginning, so forgive me because I got on like 15 minutes late. But an optical illusion is formed mostly where your brain learns three-dimensionality, right?
Yeah,
If you deprive like a chick, because they did that in experiments,
like a baby
From
or
learning-
like a girl.
Yeah, babes.
about a baby chicken.
A baby
not
chicken.
girl.
Yeah.
You did some chip.
If you deprive them from learning about three
The broad.
dimensions,
Yeah.
keeping them like still, they will just fall into holes. Like you, right?
Conrad.
You have to learn three-dimensionality.
Mm.
Similarly, you have to learn that something's at a distance. I'm pointing into a distance,
It's small.
and two rays come together.
Perspective.
This is the same length as this.
Right,
Because
like
that one's further away, and your brain learns that, and then
oh,
let's see it.
like that. Which line is
Well,
longer?
I'm thinking of the one with the train tracks.
Oh, this one's good though. Which pink line is
Which
longer?
pink line?
Similarly, it's the same idea. If you were a newborn chick with language ability, which is ridiculous, you would know.
Mhm.
You would think that they're the same length versus different lengths. Anyway,
I'm looking
and
for
then
it.
we learned about sense of direction, which has something to do with cognitive mapping.
I have direction to the mall. No. Okay.
Okay, bitch. All right, so,
Okay.
all right, but then
Yeah, that's a chip.
I just felt like all that, and there's ways that you can design architecture
Well,
so that crime will be reduced.
yes.
Right?
So
all
I
of that is like the
Wait.
mind-body.
How do you reduce
Right.
crime through architecture?
But actually, that's a little sociological. It's really not as visual.
you build
as-
everything with bars
Because if
and
you make a place where people convene and become, and become, what are you eating?
he's eating yogurt.
This is the yogurt. I'm
okay.
seeing
He wants to
if
see-
the trip,
I thought you were eating pickles.
if her trip is still going.
Yogurt's fine. All
You gotta
right, so
test.
if
But
you
the,
were like in a courtyard and
Oh,
everybody knows each other, that's much better than this kind of anonymous
I
stuff.
see.
You can design public spaces where people kind of learn to know each other. Anyway,
like a panopticon.
Are you still
let's
tripping?
say. Anyway,
No,
all right, so
it's-
you want
it's
to hear
over.
The trip is over, by the way. Our trip is over. Our flavor trip. Or Dr.
Good.
Wires is. Let me see. Let me see if mine is.
Well, so that's cool.
Alright.
Wait, let me see.
But I really, like optical illusion, sense of
Not
direction,
mine.
all that stuff,
It's
facial
so gross.
recognition. In the experiments I did in college,
Mm-hmm.
you could show people pictures of people when they were 5, and they would still recognize them because certain things change more than other things in your face over your lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
For example, your eyes don't change that much. Well, Ariel's did.
I'm like, speak for
That's
yourself.
from China. But, like, you can really recognize people based on very few facial characteristics, and they're the ones that don't change. So you won't, first of all, you won't recognize somebody by their nose, not just because of nose jobs, but because of the
Yeah.
fact that,
It keeps growing.
right,
Or their ears
Anyway.
too. Your cartilage keeps growing.
exactly, and then, but certain parts of your face don't change.
Mm.
Anyway, this is probably not that interesting anymore.
Well, that's
But,
like, so Oliver Sacks, like, his man who mistook the wife.
Mistook his wife for a hat, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, that guy had, like, a left lobe. Or
Frontal lobe,
No,
damage, though, right?
not frontal lobe, like, I think it was, like, occipital or it was in the back. It was, like, the back left. And which is, like, he had a case of, like, a very, very, very bad case of, like, not recognizing faces, but it was also,
Right.
like, not like, if he couldn't put chunks of things together, like he was, like, a nose, an eye.
No, but that guy was unique in that he also saw faces where there weren't faces. So he talks about that same guy would pat a fire hydrant,
Yeah.
because he thought it was a small
Yeah.
boy, or like would look. Yeah.
Ariel, that Oliver Sacks lived in your dad's building.
Yes, I do. I ran into
Sure
him
you
a couple times. Yeah.
Woo! I love him. I have all of his books on my shelf. I think actually all of them.
Yeah, but
He's a great writer about cerebral experience.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that guy, the guy that he like mistook
Yeah.
the wife for the hat, he had
Uh-huh.
a case of, like, not having what you're talking about.
I understand what you're
Okay,
saying.
thank you.
That's what I was saying.
So
Yeah.
glad you could
All
bring.
right.
And
So
then
here's my best.
and then when you talked about, like, perspective, I brought my sketchbook in because before I learned to express myself through Ariel, I thought maybe I could express.
Can you let Anne finish telling us about the optical illusions?
I'm doubling
Yeah,
down
but
on what
it's
she's
not
saying.
You're
Here's
showing
what you're
your
saying that
art
I'll say what I'm
book.
saying.
No, I'm saying, like, one of the things you learn when you learn to draw is, like, about perspective, and if all the angles of perspective, like, don't match up, the
I
drawing
can't
is
draw for shit, but I know what you mean.
well. So I have, like, an example of that, like,
Okay, show.
yeah.
I look like Anne Frank right now, but anyway.
Okay,
Mm,
so
hiding. Yes.
this is about shading. Okay,
Yes, you
yeah.
are,
Here's the. Okay, so you can see, like,
Almost like, wait, okay, did you draw that?
yes, I did. So you see the
I
two
love
lines.
that.
Thank you. See the two lines, like, behind it? Yeah, here you go,
Mhm.
Twitch.
Yeah, if you didn't have the lines, what would be the effect?
Well, the two lines behind that thing were to help me. You have to establish, like, a vanishing point, and
Yes.
you also have to establish, like, where the horizon is, and these are things that you, like, measure out, and then every other angle in the picture has to kind of line up with that. And if it doesn't,
If it doesn't, you should become an economist.
no,
because
it's
I
just
could never-
bad. And even so, if you want to create something that's, like, weird or fantastical, like Escher, you especially have to make sure that those things line up, because something that makes
It's mathematical.
yeah, something that makes something, like, immersive and weird is that it has that element of reality in it.
Oddly, the thing that makes makes it trippy and weird is the precision.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's
So
I think that's cool.
Down with what she was
That's to
saying.
be very precise, to be that weird.
Yes.
So my best hallucination, I'm just going to move on to that, and then you can have your show back. Was in college, because I went to college in the 70s, and we had this window pane acid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that would be in today's parlance, but my friend Mickey and I took it, and then like an hour later, I was like, I don't even know how money works. I don't know how gravity works. Like, he was like, I don't know how
like
traffic.
me every day.
I never knew how traffic worked, but it was
Yep, like me every day.
It's like you every day with the traffic, but I'm sure you know how gravity works. Anyway,
I don't really know how money works.
I won't even go into that. And we end up back at her house. She's wearing this lime green shirt. She has a lime green carpet. Brick, like like raw bricks, like I don't know what you call that, like
exposed.
A brick wall.
Exposed.
An exposed brick wall, and she's playing from the album Woodstock, Sea of Madness by Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, and she lies down on the floor with her green shirt on the green rug.
No, was it really green, or were you hallucinating that it was green?
I believe it was actually green. The shirt was green. But the only thing that I saw was her body disappeared.
Oh, that's really creepy.
It's like a green screen.
All I saw was the hands, the head.
It's a green screen. That's so cool.
It's like a green screen, and then the bricks started flashing all different colors. And all I could think was, well, this is going to wear off eventually. Because I'm so reality. I'm so like, that's why mushrooms probably don't work on me anymore. Like, I'm just like, well, yeah, this is all a structure and it's going to go away. But it did eventually go away. It was really fun, really nice day.
Oh, that's cute.
Your friend eventually did reappear.
Yeah, and I was not worried that she wouldn't, or sorry that she did. I was like, wow.
You're like, damn it.
A powerful drug.
Ooh.
Because it had gotten into my sensory thing. And it wasn't just my mind at that point.
No.
So you have other people who want to come on? Shall I give room for them?
I don't think we have any other guests lined up.
Yeah, we don't have any other guests, but we have a few. We do have more. Ooh.
Told you.
There we go. Trippy.
But Alex, the thing on your shirt, I've seen like a rug you can buy where you put it on your floor and it looks like you're jumping into a hole.
And then people are scared.
People are like, "Oh no!" Then you wear black and then you trip and then you're like, my friend's body disappeared in their rug.
I think you just don't buy that rug because it looks kind of like, why would you want that in your house? Really,
that would be a cool yoga mat. You're like, I'm really deep into my practice.
Yeah, but I have a yoga mat. I already paid enough money for it. Like, I don't really want it.
If you had a very white room, or if you actually had like a hole in the floor, like there was a imperfection,
right,
or
it
like
makes it look like you really do.
You
like
just
you
put that rug over it.
Onto that thing.
Yeah.
It looks like, and then if you fold your legs the right way, but like, how much do you need a rug for that?
Yeah. Could be like a shower curtain, maybe.
That would be funny if you had a baby. So did you ever find out like what age did children learn
3 dimensions?
3 dimensions.
Yeah.
I don't know. They know it from chicks and cats because they can deprive them of the experience of 3 dimensions.
All right. Who has a kid?
See if they fall off a table. I don't think you can do that with a child.
All right. Who is a kid that's a little baby that they don't like so much?
Remember your lizard though? Remember Merlin? He would like walk off the edge of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lizard.
Do you know why?
I mean,
that's not a rhetorical question. I have no idea why.
You would think he would understand 3 dimensions. It's a lizard. Maybe it's used to.
Well, maybe I don't know. They're used to like.
They're not used to being on tables. I suppose.
Yeah.
Or he just was trying to kill himself.
I had one of those rugs.
Maybe
I
he was
admit.
just sad.
You had to
I had to force up like crickets for him.
Right.
But then he went to.
Could Could you drink him while we're away? I had to put water in his mouth.
Okay. This is a happy show. Let's not make it sad.
I'm
It
sorry.
makes me sad. Don't
If
talk
I
about
do,
my
it made it
my.
sound bad. No, we kept him alive because we adored him.
I know.
All
Don't
right,
make me
this-
sad about my lizard.
This hunger-striking lizard. All right.
Maybe Miracle Berry. That would we could have given it to him. He would have been great.
Oh, you would
he
have thought
just
the
needs-
crickets
Who
were sweeter.
knows, right? You
Yeah.
can't recreate the past.
Or can you? We'll find out in this next segment where we talk
We'll
about
find out in
delusions.
next week, though.
Okay, so yeah, we'll talk. Well, you did some research,
Okay.
right?
On what?
Yes.
Yeah, delusions.
Okay, shall I sign off and let you?
Yes.
do the illusion?
You can listen to ourselves
Bye,
about
you guys.
delusions.
Great to chat
Bye.
with you.
Thanks
Good
for
to chat with
checking
you.
in.
Thank you for telling us about your acid trip.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've got, we can go through the Oliver Sacks greatest hits, as Anne
Yeah,
just
we
alluded
also
to,
have a couple
the
of-
neurological greatest hits.
Optical illusions.
Oh, we do have some fun optical illusions. If anyone at home would like to play along, we could. This is probably actually the best content we could do right now. I think is. Well, I think you gotta rotate. No, that works. Good enough. So no, yeah. Either way, it actually works. Nice.
Yeah.
This is an optical illusion that works even when you rotate it. Basically, the question is, which are the lines getting fatter to the left or right?
No.
As they go between the shapes.
That's not
Or,
the
like, these are the
illusion.
vertical lines.
No.
Which way are they angled?
No, that's not the illusion. Is
the trick. They're not actually
Oh,
angled.
sh-
at all.
No, it's not
I was
the-
tricking them by
oh
posing it. I was
oh.
like, why didn't you tell me?
So basically, the horizontal lines
They're straight.
here, they're totally straight.
You can hold a piece of paper under it to prove it.
Oh wait, are you gonna do your Mobius Strip thing?
You could. You want to see a real life illusion?
So yeah, if you hold a like ruler thingy up to it, you can see that they're all straight.
Yeah, do one more. I think this is probably. I don't know. I don't know what good content is. This seems like it. Show them one more.
These are from a website called Lunchbox Notes, which is really cute. These are like to put in your kid's lunchbox because it has like a little question on it, and then it's like, are the horizontal lines parallel to each other? And then it's like, yes, they are, and there's a little heart.
Wow, cute.
Yeah.
Okay, do one more. Let me get my supplies.
Okay. Which black dot is smaller? There you go. Which one is smaller?
Right. So I would think naively, I would be like, the one in the big circle is smaller. The one in the small circle is bigger.
But you can see actually when I hold
When
it
you
back
hold them
here,
far away because you don't see the circles,
they're the
There's-
same
so it
size.
seems obvious.
So crazy.
So why is there usually like explanations? Like why do you think that is? Just your brain is good at comparing shapes,
hmm
and so when something is nearly the same size as something else, you think it's bigger.
But here's the thing, like, I don't know, ladies, we all make optical illusions a lot with our makeup, right? So like,
Where are you going with this? We didn't talk about this before the show.
well, no, I just thought of something
Ladies.
because there's ways to like. So there's ways to like you can contour and highlight, right? So you can like if you want a smaller nose, you can like create a shadow where there isn't one. But
True.
you can also highlight to make stuff
It's an illusion.
like if you put a little like shimmery or like white or light colored something like at the very tip of your nose, that'll look like the highest point of your nose as opposed to like the under part.
Think about that.
Or you could shade the under part so that it's like cut off. So you're making like a new shadow where there is none. Or you could make your lips look bigger by like overlining them, which will then make your nose look smaller. That's what I was getting to, like the bigger, smaller thing. You can make your hair look bigger.
So you're saying that illusion that you just showed off
Is like
is
makeup.
really the basis of the entire beauty industry.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Nice.
Lies.
Wow, you really. I'm glad you carefully picked out that.
But it's or like in fashion though, like they're like, you know, if you have a big dress, you can't have like big hair also,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, Anne lights herself to herself. illusions.
Of 3 dimensions. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
What do you do about your personality, Anne? How
do you make that 3 dimensions?
How do you
add
trick
depth
them?
to that? All right,
Ha!
ready?
You have to get one of these rugs.
You ready for the... All right, Mobius Strip.
I don't like this. It creeps me out.
Invented by Alfred Mobius, or discovered, I guess. I guess invented. But anyway, somebody else also discovered it at the same time, but actually a few months before him, but he figured it out. So we're going to do this sort of like a magic trick.
Okay.
Ready? You'll love this. All right.
I don't love this.
What is this shape?
It's a rectangle?
It's just a rectangle. For the purposes of this demonstration, it's 2-dimensional. We're going to ignore the thickness of the plate.
Okay.
This is a 2-dimensional shape, living in 3 dimensions, right?
Okay.
How many edges does it have?
2. 1.
1, 2, 3,
Oh.
4. It has
Okay.
4 edges, right?
Okay.
Okay. So
I'm not good at math, guys.
That's
I'm sorry.
it. How many sides does it have?
2.
All right, 2 sides, 4 edges. It's a rectangle, right?
Yes.
Not a big deal. All right, so
Ariel, you're doing great. You're doing great. It's
do
okay.
some
It's okay. It's okay.
do a little magic on this guy.
I'm scared. We were like watching actually a bunch of Optical Illusions on YouTube, and every time, because like when they tell you the answer, but your brain still refuses to see it that way, I was like, no, I don't like it. Like,
It is really funny. Optical illusions make Ariel physically ill.
yeah,
I've never seen it like.
I have like a sensory processing disorder, you guys.
So I've done a little magic here, in that I have taped one side of our rectangle to the other.
Okay.
To loop it, right? So now we have a shape. This is called a Mobius strip. It's just our rectangle, and we twisted it and attached one side to the other. How many sides does this have?
I want to say 2.
So we can mark it, right?
Oh God, this is where I like have my panic attack.
Did you bring a pen? I don't think you got a pen.
Yes. I think I do.
Well, we can do it really easy, right? Because we've got this actually has a little bit of, they can't see it, but it has a grid on it. There's like it's not a rectangle, it's a box. Okay, and it's a 2-dimensional shape, so it's a rectangle.
Okay, here's my pen.
All right, cool.
Oh, the whiteboard marker. I think it's right there. No, that would be a better one.
Yeah,
to mark
this guy.
with. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I got a pen.
All right, so let's mark the side, right? There's side 1. All right, and let's follow this side. And we follow the side. Keep going. We're still on the same side.
This is where I don't like it.
And it's like, wait, we're back where we started.
No! I really don't like it because my brain is just like, it just did like a somersault.
So the cool thing about the Mobius strip is it is a one-sided shape. It only has one side. How many edges does this have? So we can do this. We'll do the same thing, right? We'll use red
I'm
for this.
uncomfortable.
Here, we'll mark that. We're going to mark the edge in red here, right? And let's follow this edge. It's the same thing. I'm just going through the Mobius strip. I'm just like going the strip around. We're still on this edge. It keeps continuing.
No!
Got it. I'm trying to get it to go through. Wait, we've ended up back at the start.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Okay. So that's pretty cool. We've made a shape from our box, which had 2 sides and 4 edges. This shape has 1 side and 1 edge. It's just geometry. It's geometrical shape.
I don't like shapes. Get it away.
Okay. All right. So anyway, that's neat. Because and you can just think about why this happened, right? Because we connected.
Wait, we have Escher's like ant one, right? Way over there.
Yeah, we do have an example of Escher. Escher drew this same shape with ants, and you can look in the picture and see that the ants are all following each other.
I'm trying to find out.
In like an infinite line.
Bug I flipped through.
Right. So we took our 2-sided figure, and by twisting one side and connecting them, we connected the 2 sides. They became 1 side. And even cooler is that when we overlap the edges, 2 of the edges just disappeared because we taped them together, and the other 2 edges became 1 edge because they now
Is
connect
it called
to each other.
Mobius Strip? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go. Oh my god,
I mean,
so
just
many
flip,
pages.
you'll find the ants.
11, 23. It's like so many pages.
We're only like a third of the way through the demo. It's just we're not gonna get to it.
I can't find
There.
it. Ah! Here we go.
All right.
There's ants. That's like me though. I
So
feel
if
like
you
I'm
look up
like
Asher Ants Mobius Strip,
there it is. Twitchers.
MOBIUS.
Oh my
Mobius
god!
Strip.
I literally have like a heart attack every time.
Okay. So let's take it to the next step.
Wait, no. Oh god, I'm not ready for this. Okay. All right. Okay.
It's like a strip of paper.
I'm so scared of it. I'm like hiding this book. I'm just gonna look at the Amalfi
Okay,
Coast.
so just by twisting a piece of paper, we just have a one-sided,
Terrify me.
one edge
Okay.
shape.
Okay.
Okay. So if we were to cut down the middle of this shape, what do you think would happen? If we were to cut a line like down the entire Mobius strip to split it in half. If we did that to a loop, right? If
You'd
you
have
cut
two
a
circles.
Loop, you just
You'd
have
have two
two
cir-
loops,
yeah.
right? One loop
Mhm.
becomes two loops.
Mm-hmm.
The Mobius strip, what happens?
Let's find out.
So we'll find out. Do you have a guess?
My brain explodes.
Well, a good way to think about it is the Mobius strip has one edge. So if we were to cut just inside that edge, what would happen?
I die.
Okay. Well, let's cut. We'll
I
find
fall
out.
off the strip and I
You
die.
fall off the strip and you die. Okay.
It really like makes me cringe, and I think so. While you cut it, when I was younger, I was afraid of TV because it was like too fast, and I couldn't process it. But I did like very slow, like Mr. Rogers. Like I was cool with that.
Bob
and
Ross painting.
And then like recently-ish, I went to like amusement park, and they only had like the indoor like TV rides or whatever. And I was just sitting there like with the glasses.
You ready for our split Mobius?
Yes. I'll tell you guys what happened. I did not throw up, but I
When
freaked
you
out.
cut a Mobius strip in half, you get
Another Mobius strip?
another Mobius strip.
Ah! It's like my worst nightmare.
This one has two twists in it.
Oh, it's like an infinity. That's a cruel joke.
It becomes
Math.
kind of an infinity.
You,
So the way to think of it, though, is when you cut down the middle of the Mobius strip to cut it in half, what you're effectively doing is stepping in from the edge and drawing a line. And since it has only one edge, you would only expect to get one shape out of it.
every time you say that it has one edge, I like cringe in my heart. I'm like, ugh.
Well, so the neat thing, though, is with this shape has two edges
Can
because
you
it
do
has
it a
two
third-
twists, right?
Okay, good.
This shape has two edges
Ew.
because right, it's got one edge is cut, one edge is not. You can see there's like the jacket. There's a part where I ran through with my scissors. I created a new edge
You're
to
real
create
edgy.
a new Mobius strip. So this is a two-edged.
What if
double
you do it
twist
a
Mobius
third
strip.
time?
So how many sides does this have, though? So we can look. We're on our taped side, and they don't connect. No, they do connect still.
Oh God,
Right.
I'm getting dizzy. It's crazy.
So still
Do
one.
you know how many sides it has?
I don't know. I didn't study for this. I thought it was cool.
You did watch a YouTube video where there was like a dude who was like,
It's a guy with a heavy Southern accent.
he was like, now that's pretty freaking neat if you ask me. Like,
Oh, you can hold it like that. Now you see your two loops.
oh, that's like these people who can do crazy stuff with their tongue. They're like,
Yes, many people can do this shape with their tongues.
yeah.
Oh yeah, so this has two sides. This shape does have two sides.
Okay, can you do it a third time? People just want to see you do it a third time.
All right. Well, here's what the other cool trick.
Oh
you
my
can
God! You made it back. This is a magic trick. Wait, he made it back to a piece of paper.
do. Yeah. So I just undid the Mobius be gone.
Wait, show them.
Wait.
Mobius be gone.
Now it's back
Ah!
to the strip.
You're a magician.
We're gonna make a new Mobius. This is so dumb.
Yeah, so when I went to these like TV amusement park things, like where it's just virtual reality,
Disney
basically.
World, basically.
Yeah, that's actually where I went. I was taken there. It was not my choice.
All right, I made one more Mobius strip. I'm gonna cut this one twice. I'm gonna cut it into thirds.
Oh hey, hey, what's up? We're
Continue
making
telling
Mobius
us-
strips.
All right, so I'm gonna cut this Mobius strip into thirds, right? So I'm gonna start my little cut.
But he's pretty unnecessary. Oh yeah, so when I went to Disney and it was like all virtual
Oh,
stuff.
it's totally unnecessary.
Yeah.
Tell
Well,
your story.
yeah. So I like because they have this sensory. It's called a sensory processing disorder. So where I can't take too much shit going on at one time, like it's happening here. I just was like freaking out. Like I felt like I was being tickled, like on the ride. Like I physically felt like I was being tickled, but like the kind of tickling where you're like, please stop. Like I can't take this anymore. But like I didn't. It was just like crazy, and I was like screaming, but like also like just like digging
this
my.
was like Space Mountain.
No, it was like the Star Wars ride. It was like literally you're just watching a TV screen with like virtual reality glasses, but I'd like never seen anything like that before. And you guys, who just joined, this was like 5 years ago, like not when I was a child. And I remember there was like a little kid on the ride that was just like looking at me in person.
Are you okay?
And they take a picture of you on all the rides, and every single one I have like a freaking like hooded sweatshirt over my head, and I'm like clenching the drawstrings, and I'm just like, make it stop.
Oh, I didn't ask people what they thought would happen if we did that cut. I mean, any ideas? Like I cut.
You made spaghetti.
Cut the Mobius Strip into thirds, right? So I did a cut, but because the Mobius Strip twists, you actually like go over into the next part of the Mobius Strip.
Wait. Oh my God! It's magic!
You get a Mobius Strip plus a double length, double twist strip.
Whoa, crazy. Let's make a party streamer out of it. It's like those party streamer thingies.
So there's like 3D models of this. The reason it happens is this is the center of the original strip. These are our two edges. And I cut the edges off of it.
Was he autistic?
He was a mathematician.
So yeah. So okay. Next question. No. Tell us a little bit of
That's about it. That's all I have to. That's all I have to. That's a cool thing with shapes. I don't know.
You know what else is cool? Escher.
How can we monetize it?
Escher made this like this. Oh my God! I opened the
problem
book.
With the young generation today is that all they care about is how can we monetize it. Sometimes you make art for the sake of
So
making
Escher
art.
made this. It's very cool.
Because you have a patron and you're a mathematician.
And he was trying to draw in his interpretation of like infinity, basically, which is
just a bunch of fish.
No, but they get infinitely smaller. It's like it's a fish and then 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 a fish, right? And so
it's a fractal.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. He didn't know this. That was like not a thing at this time.
He was not in communication.
He didn't know that. He just wanted to draw it. Okay, and so he drew that, and then like years and years and years later, mathematicians like worked super hard, and they went to like a lot of school, and they like did a lot of hard work, and they tried to like make a visualization of how the universe is expansive and infinite, and it like legit looked just like this, except not with fish. It was like it looked like lots of just like lines, but
I think just Escher drew that, and what he effectively did, that's a fractal,
or like
right?
this.
It's a repeating pattern that becomes smaller. That's not the same. It's a fractal, and then but Escher was very
but the thing, the snakes are like
Escher was real big in the 60s and 70s. And everybody was into it. That's why we learned about Escher when we were like in elementary school, because the art teacher had used drugs in like the 60s and 70s.
Oh my God, they did! Yeah.
I know. The generation like just after us was probably like they all learned about fractals, and we heard about fractals because Mandelbrot was really into fractals in the 80s. He was a mathematician.
Mandelbrot?
Yeah. You've heard about the Mandelbrot set?
No, I didn't go to school. Okay. Can you stop?
There's a very famous like series of fractals called Mandelbrot.
Cool.
There's also Sierpinski.
Okay.
Cool
Thank
names,
you for
right?
naming names that I don't know. Thank you. Okay.
Sierpinski triangle.
I'm like the Escher. I just made my art.
Well, I think those things, like those guys then came around and they did all the trippy art in like the 80s, like the trippy computer graphics math stuff, and so that's why.
Oh, you know what else is trippy computer graphics stuff?
All about Mandelbrot.
If you want to learn more about that,
Concat knows about it.
If you want to go,
Mandelbrot set's awesome. Fractals are cool.
Yeah. Okay. So you know what else has that trippy?
You want to see some fractals? You watch Rave Review. Because
yes.
The backgrounds in Rave Review, we use a lot of fractal imagery.
Yes, and I'm gonna repeat stuff like elbow circles until your brain just melts and explodes. But also, if you want to own a piece of trippy art that's like 8-bit art, possibly you can go to our merch store. Because if you love the question block and you love Secret Loft and you love tessellations, then you might love a Secret Loft.
This shot glass is not
in the store. It's not boring like that. It kind of looks like our shirts.
It looks like our shirts. It has the.
It looks like his shirt, but like with the question block.
Glasses, cheese.
No.
I was saving this for you.
Should we flavor trip again?
No.
Should we take more?
I'm exhausted, frankly.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
what's the craziest thing you've ever hallucinated?
I remember it very well. We didn't get into the pharmacology. I think we're towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
It's like pretty late, but we didn't get into the pharmacology of mushrooms and LSD. But a very fascinating thing that I'll leave everyone with about mushrooms.
Yeah.
And I got this from a very long New Yorker article called "The Trip Treatment" about how they're now using mushrooms for basically psychological treatment, because it basically does almost basically the inverse of post-traumatic stress disorder. And that it can create lasting, very positive impressions on people. Kind of the inverse of like how being in a war can make you just like crazy for decades afterwards. It does the opposite. But pharmacologically, when they started doing CAT scans of people that they put on mushrooms, and
their
functional
brain looks
MRI.
like this.
Well, they thought that was a hypothesis. They were like, we'll do functional MRI, and I bet their frontal lobe is going insane. I bet they're seeing visions. I bet all this. They had all these theories about like what's inspiring all the hallucinations and visions and everything people get. Specifically, this is on mushrooms. LSD is yet another creature, and LSD also is fascinating for different reasons. But so they finally did functional MRI studies, and what they found was instead of seeing a ton of hyperactivity in your visual like cortex and stuff, instead just one part of the brain basically turned off. And they kind of did more studies, and they isolated that through I guess other imaging studies and figured it out. And it turns out that there's a part of your brain called the default mode network. And the default mode network lets you operate on default mode, which is the default mode network ignores things. It's the part of your brain that makes a bunch of optical illusions work too, because it is what helps you focus on what's important and not get eaten by a predator by ignoring a bunch of other stuff. When being chased by a predator, you don't stop to see the grass rustling or I don't know, hear like the faint sound of the wind or whatever else. You just see the predator chasing you. So it's almost like creates tunnel vision. But throughout your day, you operate in the modern world with tunnel vision more or less, and there's a part of your brain that makes that happen. And there's a similar effect called the cocktail party effect, which is when you stand. Ooh, that looks great. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be seeing there. When you're in a cocktail party, you can focus on a single conversation because your brain is very good at ignoring everything else happening around you. But if you listen to just a audio recording of a cocktail conversation, you have no idea what's happening. Right? So your brain, by seeing a person and their lips moving, is able to tune out a bunch of other stuff. It's really good, evolved to ignore stuff. That part of your brain.
My brain.
Well, so that might be one reason you don't mushrooms, or maybe they don't do much for you. When you take mushrooms, that part of your brain basically dials down activity. So that's why you get overwhelming visual sensations, or that's why thoughts that normally you would just ignore suddenly come to the forefront.
This one's so crazy.
Oh, that's a great one.
It's so crazy. It's
so
like
cool.
A floating thingy. The middle one's floating.
You know what I would if I ever found myself stranded in prehistoric times, I would show cavemen just some optical illusions. I would just draw that on a cave wall and they'd be like, holy shit.
These are really glittering. I'm
so that's your factoid about mushrooms. Quick factoid about LSD is that LSD is super potent compared to any other pharmacological substance. So other drugs, say cocaine or heroin or opioids or whatever, their active dose is measured in milligrams. An active dose of LSD is measured in micrograms. Should we like look at it?
Yeah.
They're like the drug factoids.
The drug. They're like, you're getting it all wrong. I
No,
love this.
those are accurate. I researched that.
Oh my god! That's so crazy.
Yeah!
Yeah! Oh,
That's the man.
yeah. Oh, that is really crazy.
Right?
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to go back to school now. Can we go?
I got my hoodie.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
See, Mandelbrot said it's generated. That's all based on math.
That's so crazy. Wow, I thought I didn't like math, but I do now.
That's a visualization of
Have you guys seen the Romanesco or broccoli? I think it is.
No.
no.
I haven't. Have you?
No, I haven't.
It's like the broccoli that has like all those fractals.
Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen that
Nice.
one.
There's a.
What's that called? It's called the Romanesco broccoli.
I think so.
We should have
am I
flavor
mistaken?
tripped on that. We should have.
That's more of a visual. But
Oh my
yeah,
God, that's crazy.
that's a good background. Nice.
Yeah, that's really
This is
cool.
his fractal app on his television.
The fractal. That's
Pull
awesome.
up the fractals.
The fractals. Ooh. Is this one rotate? Yeah, I can just show you. I have this like random deck of like.
These are old
optical-
school optical
Yeah, those-
illusions. I mean, it looks like a sphere very much
Yeah.
because of shading. Is it supposed to be doing
It's
something?
supposed to be rotating.
Uh,
Let's see. Oh, there was a cool one that I did off that I printed out that looks cool. I think.
oh,
Yeah.
I didn't finish the LSD factoid though. Is that you
This
You
one.
pretty much can't overdose on LSD because that's a
Wow.
cool one. Look at those snakes.
But they're not.
So here's
They're
the
just
thing.
concentric circles.
Is it a spiral? No, it's actually just some circles.
Yeah. There you go, Twitchers.
So
Ooh.
yeah, that plays with we saw a British man on YouTube
Oh,
explain
did
this to
he
us.
just leave?
No, they're there.
No, he just left.
Oh, whoops. That was too much. You like knocked him out. LSD, I mean, you could if you took like grams and grams of it, but in
You
general,
wouldn't physically die. You would just you might go crazy.
well, no,
forever.
it doesn't become much more. That's the thing. Like LSD is almost impossible to overdose on because once you hit an active dose, your body basically just begins dumping it as like waste products, and that like. So it's super potent when you take it. So only micrograms of it will be active. So like among all drugs, they like, I guess when they schedule drugs, they look at like what's an active dose versus a poisonous or
When they
overdose.
schedule them, does that mean that they tell you when is the best time to take
Yeah.
them?
So like heroin's a very dangerous drug because an active dose is just 1/5 of a deadly dose of it, like an overdose. So there's not much window in there if they like change the potency of your heroin.
Or if you're doing fentanyl by accident, oops.
Yeah, right. So right, but you go from like a milligram would get you high and 5 milligrams will kill you, whereas LSD like 10 micrograms, 10 millionths of a gram will get you tripping balls, but you have to take like 5 grams of it or whatever,
To not be able to ride your
to
bicycle.
like to
get
have
get
an
it?
overdose.
Get it?
I know. Because the guy who discovered LSD immediately got on his bicycle and rode home.
Yeah, because he was like Swedish or something. He was like
Which is lysergic acid, by the way.
dial.
Name of the.
What's the D stand?
chemical.
What's the D stand for though? Dilethamide, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Well, yeah, that would make sense. Lysergic acid would be like
Yeah.
the chemical name, but not the formula.
But yeah, that's so like Netherlands
But it's
Ish.
and-
for the dude who like discovered it. He's like, I must get on my bicycle and do experiments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, so the electrical light acid test, which Anne has an entire costume about, written back when at Stanford they were doing research
Harvard.
into. No, Stanford.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, 'cause you went
Kesey
there.
was in San Francisco.
But wasn't there like a Harvard? Didn't they also do some stuff at Harvard?
Maybe, but this is in San Francisco.
Okay.
They had the grad students and a bunch of volunteers basically like doing LSD. So I think when Tom Wolfe wrote about the electrocholic acid test, he was writing about Ken Kesey, who was doing LSD at Stanford. I think he was probably like in the graduate writing program or something, or just a hippie.
Yeah, Kesey was like obsessed with mental health.
Well, yeah, and then he tried to, teach everybody to do acid by driving cross country in a crazy bus.
Yeah, but didn't he wrote the Cuckoo's Nest, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Which is a totally other side of like mental health. Delusional health.
Well, or the dangers of conformity, I suppose, and institutionalized
dangers
mental health.
Of sexy nurses trying to give you medicine that you don't want to take.
Nurse Ratched wasn't sexy.
I always imagined her as sexy, though. I know that she wasn't.
She was a trunchbull.
I know, but it would be. But come on, though. Like
no, she's a villain.
No, I know, but that makes her so much better if she's hot.
No, she's not. She's schoolmarmish. She has no sense of humor.
No, but if she was like hot, it would be so much better.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, whatever.
Disagree on that.
Agree to disagree.
Disagree on that critical analysis.
Oh, there's a dude.
Let's end the show with this.
Oh man.
All right. Well, we've done it. I think we already plugged the Ariel show. Will just be this, but via dance and DJ set.
Yeah. So like Saturday 9.
Bunch of trippy dance.
9 to 11.
Saturday 9 to 11.
Maybe 11:30 because they've been going late, but Eastern Standard Time. A circus rave about hallucinations, delusions, and illusions. So we're gonna be doing some Escher trapeze fractal stuff and some Joan of Arc delusional chains.
We didn't even talk about Joan of Arc.
Yeah. Yeah, Joan of Arc was delusional and she hallucinated because she hallucinated that she was hearing voices, but she was delusional and that she thought those voices were God.
And then, she was a prophet, I guess. She thought she was going to save France, right?
She kind of did, though. But didn't she?
But did she?
But did she die, though? Yes, she did.
And then the French killed her.
And then some, like, flower child, like, hallucinogenic drug music and fringe outfit time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
it's going to be super fun. And if you watch that on Twitch, Dr. Wires will chat with you.
I'm going to be wearing this shirt again.
You might also be not having a body, like my mom's.
Oh.
Yeah. I think maybe it's just going to be Dr. Wires' head in his hands.
Well, I, for one, can't wait to see it. You're supposed to turn it off when I say that.
Oh. Well, we should pose.
Okay. This looks like a couple's ad.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't want to look like an Instagram ad. We have to look like we're
where's our goggles? Wait, should you play the song? Should we do the song?
Yeah. We'll go out with the song.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh, that's amazing.
Where did I put the song?
I don't know.
You're like, I can't see anything.
I'm like definitely tripping.
Okay, here we go. God damn it. There we go.
Bye guys, see you